Now we shall see another example wherein we have to change the verb. He was writing a letter. What is the main verb? Writing. Right. The main verb in this sentence is writing. What is the past participle form? Written. Correct. Now we need to find out which to be form verb will be used along with the past participle form, that is written in this example. So for that we need to go back to the to be form table, that is present tense, it is, am or are. Past tense, it is was or were. In past participle, it is been. Present participle, it is being. And in infinitive, it is to be or be. Now among all these five, which to be form will be used here appropriately? Let us find out. The main verb is writing. Let us find out to which form does it belong to. It belongs to, yes, here it goes. It belongs to the present participle because it's in the ing form. So we will use being, being, in this sentence. The to be form to be used here is being. Very good, children. I hope you are enjoying the lesson and making a note whenever required. Now let us see one more example. He will write a letter. He will write a letter. Quickly tell me which is the verb. Right. Write is the verb here. Correct. The verb is, main verb is write. What is the next step? We have to change the verb. We are learning here only first to change the verb. What we need to do is correct. We need to change the main verb into its past participle form. And what is the past participle form of write? Yes, it's written. Very good. Write, wrote, written. Written is the past participle form. And now we need to find out what is the correct to be form to be used in this sentence. For that, again we need to go to all the 5 to be form tables. Present tense, is, am, are. Past tense, was or were. Past participle, been. Present participle, being. And infinitive form, to be or be. So, what is the main verb? Write. It's in the, correct, it's in the infinitive form in this sentence. So, we will use to be or be along with written. Very good, children. Now, let us revise what we have learnt till now. In active voice, we will see the word order as follows. The subject comes first, then the verb, and then comes the object. So, the word order in active voice is as follows: subject, verb, object. We have to change the verb first, and the verb will change into its past participle form plus the correct to be form. So, the verb is going to come into two forms, the past participle form and its appropriate to be form. The next thing is the subject and the object will interchange their places. The subject and the object will interchange their places, and then the sentence will be complete by adding by. Okay, and the sentence what you get will be set to be in passive voice. Yes, it will be a sentence in passive voice. Now children, let us see the exact technique which you need to master in this sentence to change a sentence from active to passive voice. For example, the cat killed a mouse. The cat killed a mouse. In this picture, can you tell me who is the doer of the action? Who is doing the action? Yes, you are right. The cat. The cat is the doer of the action. Okay. Who is the receiver of the action? Who is receiving the action of getting killed? Yes, it's a mouse. So in the given sentence, you need to know who is the doer of the action and who is the receiver of the action. The doer of the action is always said to be the subject. The subject is active. When the subject is doing the action, it means the subject is active. So then the sentence is said to be in active voice. When the subject is active, that is when the subject is doing the action, the sentence is said to be in active voice. I hope you have understood why a sentence is said to be in active voice. Now, the same example in a different way. A mouse was killed by the cat. A mouse was killed by the cat. Now, in this again tell me, who is the doer of the action? The cat. Who is the receiver of the action? A mouse. Right? You have given me the correct answers. Okay. Now, tell me in this example, a mouse is the subject. Okay. Is the mouse doing the action here or receiving? The mouse is the receiver of the action, but a mouse is the subject here. So, it means the subject is not doing action here. The subject is just passive, means the subject is not active. So, in that case, the sentence is said to be in passive voice. When the subject is the receiver of the action, when the subject is passive, it's not doing any action, we say the sentence is in passive voice. Okay, now let us understand how the steps are followed to change a sentence from active to passive voice. In a very simple way, you'll understand it now. The cat killed a mouse, right? This is the example you had already seen. Okay, the cat killed a mouse. This sentence we know is in active voice. Now we need to learn how to change a sentence from active to passive voice. For that, the following are the steps. We have already seen before, we revise. Find the SVO. S for subject, V for verb and O for object. How do we find the object? By asking the question what to the verb. What the cat killed? A mouse. So, a mouse is the object here. So, the very first step is find the subject. Yes, the cat. The verb, killed, and the object, a mouse. So now we know what is SVO in the given sentence. Okay. The second step, we need to change the verb. We have already learned how to change the verb. So, how to change the verb? The verb killed will get changed into two forms, that is past participle form and its respective to be form. So, killed changes to was killed. Okay. And now the third step, very simple, just interchange subject and object position. The subject will take the object's position and object will take the subject's position. Right. So, mouse comes here and the cat takes the position of the object. We need to add the agent, before the agent, the word by. So, how do we read the sentence now? A mouse was killed by the cat. A mouse was killed by the cat. Now, this sentence is said to be in passive voice. This sentence is called as sentence in passive voice. So, children, you have learnt the technique of changing the voice. Now, let us revise again how to change the voice when the word order gets changed. In the same sentence, The word order is getting changed. The cat killed the mouse. This sentence we know is an active voice. So, the verb killed gets changed to was killed, and the words the mouse and the cat get exchanged because they are subject and object, and as per the rule the subject and verb object need to interchange their places. So, the mouse was killed by the cat. The mouse was killed by the cat. This sentence is now said to be in passive voice. Now, let us see let us take a quick revision of what we learned so far. Another example, Sahil threw the ball. Sahil threw the ball. Isn't it easy for you to change the voice here? How will you change the voice? Yes, focus on the verb, because changing the verb is very important. You should do it correctly. Right? Correct? The ball was thrown by Sahil. The ball was thrown by Sahil. Radha was making a kite. Radha was making a kite. Change the voice here as well. Yes, if you see the verb very carefully, it's in ing form. So we need to change the verb. That is the most important step here. Other things you can do it very easily. Yes, the answer is a kite was being made by Radha. A kite was being made by Radha. Now, sometimes a sentence might have two objects. When we have two objects in sentence, let us see how to change the voice. Example, Tom bought the baby a doll. Tom bought the baby a doll. How do we know that there are two objects in this sentence? Ask the question. What Tom bought? The answer is a doll. For whom the Tom bought? For whom Tom bought? The baby. So, in this sentence we have two objects. Object 1, the baby, and object 2, a doll. Now, if you have to change the voice, the very first step we need to know is changing of the verb. So, we see the verb has already gone to change. So, now the new verb will be in its past participle form and the respective to be form. So, was, bought. Now, here what you are going to take care is, if we have two objects, you can change the voice in two ways. One, by shifting object 1 and keeping object 2 in its original position. So, if we bring object 1 to the subject's position and we retain the position of object 2, the answer would be yes. The baby was bought a doll by Tom. The baby was bought a doll by Tom. Did you see? In this we have just changed the position of object 1. Now there is one more way wherein you can write the same answer, wherein you can bring the object 2 in the original position, that is the position of the subject. Tom bought the baby a doll. Object 1, the baby. Object 2 is a doll. So if I have to start with a doll, how do I do it? Change the verb. Bought changes to was bought, and then we bring a doll in the place of the subject, and then we add for. Okay, it's very important to add a for when you bring the object 1 in the subject's position. So, how do we do the changes? A doll was bought for the baby by Tom. Now, this sentence is in passive voice. A doll was bought for the baby by Tom. Now, when we have two objects, we need to understand we get two answers. Tom bought the baby a doll. So, the answer is the baby was bought a doll by Tom. Another answer, a doll was bought for the baby by Tom. Very good. Now, sometimes you may have a negative sentence. When we have to change the voice for a negative sentence, let us see how it has to be done. It's simple. Raj did not open the door. Raj did not open the door. Yes, the helping verb did here indicates the sentence is in past tense. So when it's a negative sentence, we need to remove that past tense indicator. So did disappears and the main verb open will get changed. Open gets changed to opened, and the to be form used will be was. Interchange S and O, the door was, and then Raj comes here, you add the agent by. What about not? The negative sentence not. The not will come in its original position. So the answer is the door was not opened by Raj. The door was not opened by Raj. When we have to change the voice for an imperative sentence, okay, let us see how it is to be done. Imperative sentence. Example, take him to his house. Take him to his house. So, whenever we have an imperative sentence and we have to change the voice, very simple. It will begin with let and you will make the changes as usual you have been doing for other sentences. So, the object is him here. Yes. So, let him be taken to his house. Let him be taken to his house. Give him 50 rupees. Give him 50 rupees. Again we begin with let. Let him be given 50 rupees. Let him be given 50 rupees. I hope you have understood the lesson, children. I want you to solve